Hey guys, so today I'm doing a talking video and I was just going to talk about how I got into fitness and how my outlook on fitness has changed. Now, someone did ask me to speak about how I got into fitness and how I became a personal trainer, and then I just thought I would talk about how, my fitness journey has evolved over the years. So I first got into fitness in 2012, I think it was, so quite a long time ago now. I was actually working at a theatre where I was on placement from university studying events management with arts and entertainment. Obviously, didn't end up doing anything with that. But loads of the dancers at the theatre were warming up backstage and doing the splits, and I thought, gosh, I really want to be able to do the splits. So then I just started watching loads of YouTube videos and just copying people and just learning and researching so much on how to do that. And then obviously with the splits, you need to warm up first. And then it just was sort of a roll on from that really. I just then started doing exercise and then I joined a gym. Now when I first started the gym, it was literally just cardio. Like I used to do 10k every single day on the treadmill. It was ridiculous, but I just got obsessed with it and I would just do loads and loads and loads of classes and I was just a proper cardio queen. I then got really skinny because I also got obsessed with the whole calories, counting calories, food part of it, and I was eating 1,200 calories a day whilst doing a 10k run every day. So yeah, I got really skinny and I just wasn't getting the results that I wanted, and I was getting a bit down, like why am I not seeing progress? Like I'm doing so much, I'm working so hard. And then I spoke to someone about it and I found weights and I found weightlifting, and this is where everything changed for me. Weights were just incredible and I actually enjoyed my sessions because I got to the point with the running where I started to just get really depressed, like am I going to have to do this for the rest of my life? It was just really dragging me down. And then weights, it was just amazing. It was so exciting trying to lift more each time I went and just being able to do like a few reps and rest, and just it was just much more enjoyable sessions and I just completely fell in love with it. I then obviously really went with that. When I came back from university, I joined Muscleworks, which is a proper bodybuilders gym in Enfield, and all the people there just really inspired me. Everyone was so focused and so passionate about it, and I just fell in love with it. It was such community, and then those people motivated me to then do some bikini competition. Now in total I did 4 bikini competitions. I did my first ever one was Miss Galaxy Universe, where I placed 4th, and I did that the week before I did my first ever UK BFF. Now I actually only did the Miss Galaxy one to get experience for the UK BFF one because that was the main one that I was doing, and then I saw that this one was on the week before and I thought, oh my gosh, like that would be perfect because I'll sort of be in shape for it, so let's go. And I loved it. I had so much fun. The girls there were amazing and we just had such a laugh. And they actually had a show go around where I did a pole performance, which was like the funnest thing ever. I did flash dance and I dressed up like her, and it was so much fun. Like I absolutely loved that. So then the UK BFF show after that, I placed 2nd, which I was like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. And obviously that just makes you want to do it again. Now I first did the show because everyone was telling me to do it, and I thought, you know, it would be really good experience just to know that I can. And at the time I pretty much like went out and drank every weekend, so I thought it would be really amazing to see if I have the discipline to not have alcohol and to never cheat, because I used to binge at the weekends, and I thought this will just really show me how much I can do and what I'm actually capable of. So I did it and I absolutely loved it. I actually found the first prep so easy because I was so motivated and I wanted to do it so much. I just loved it. I absolutely loved every part of it. Then there was Christmas, and obviously once you've done a show, I found it so hard to get back into healthy eating because I was just binge eating all the time. It was so difficult to be able to restrain myself when I didn't have a competition now, because my mind was like, well, I can eat junk, so I'm gonna eat junk. And I put on a lot of weight and I proper had body dysmorphia. It was just awful. And then my next competition came, so I started prepping for that, and I just found it so hard. I was cheating like every few days with cereal, but I just couldn't help myself. I then got food poisoning and it just wasn't great basically, but I still had my qualifications for the British finals, so I then had that at the end of the year. So between that time, my friend was getting married, and I just put on so much weight between the shows because, like I said, I just couldn't control myself, and I found it so difficult. I had such a bad relationship with food. I would eat when I wasn't hungry. I would literally just stuff my face because I just felt like, oh my gosh, like I don't know when I'm going to be restricting myself again, so I'm just eating everything that I can. Like I would be force feeding myself donuts. It was just ridiculous. And then the British finals, I really didn't enjoy the prep because I'd had my friend's wedding and I just wanted to have fun with my friends, and I was kind of over it, but I didn't want to waste the opportunity of going to the finals. So I did the finals. As soon as I got off stage, I was out of there. Like me and my friends went to Five Guys. I got everything on the menu and I was just loving it. I didn't even care where I placed, that I hadn't placed. I was just in my element, that I was now free of this. So after that, it took me quite a long time to be able to find a balance with my diet again. I would say over a year. I was just like yo-yoing up and down, trying to diet, trying to eat healthy, but binging. Like it was just a really, really big struggle. Then I think it was the year after that I did a powerlifting competition. So a lot of the people at the gym I worked were powerlifters, and there was like a big group of them, and it was just such a nice community. They all just seemed to have so much fun together and stuff. So I thought, you know what, I would really like to improve my squat and my deadlifts and just get stronger, so I'll give it a go. And I absolutely loved it, and I competed in that. Like my numbers were nothing, I was absolutely nothing, but it was just so fun to compete, and the atmosphere was amazing. I competed at Bethnal Green weightlifting club, I think it's called, and yeah, the people there were incredible. Like everyone is just rooting for you, they're cheering for you. It's such an amazing feeling, and it's so different from bikini competitions that it was just a complete other world, and I just loved the whole experience. Like when you're prepping, you don't have to worry. Like if anything, you're eating more because you want to be stronger. And then obviously if you do need to cut down to a certain weight to be in your weight category, then you do have to cut down. But I didn't really have that problem. So I was just eating like flexible eating, and I just enjoyed it. I enjoyed the whole process. I absolutely loved it. It was so scary, like going up and having to squat in front of people and deadlift and bench. It was terrifying, but it was incredible. It's just really nice to experience a bikini competition and a powerlifting competition because they're just complete opposites. So that was really, really fun. And then when I finished the competition, I was going to do another one, but I think I just get kind of bored of doing the same thing all the time. And with powerlifting, you know, I was deadlifting and squatting and benching like 2-3 times a week, and that would be all I was doing. And I've always kind of liked gymnastics and stretching and bodybuilding, obviously, and just loads of stuff. So I kind of just started doing everything again and not just sticking to the one thing, and just sort of trying to enjoy training and do whatever I wanted really, rather than, you know, always be like, okay, I'm prepping for a competition. I just was free to do whatever. So let me go back a bit to when I actually became a personal trainer. So I had been doing an online fitness instructor and personal trainer course since like 2014. My first competition was 2015. It took me ages because I couldn't motivate myself to do it at home. I would suggest people to do the 6-week in the classroom if you can afford to, but I just didn't. I don't know why I didn't do it really, because I could have done it. I didn't have a full-time job, so I could have, but I think I was just going for the easier option. So I think it ended up taking me like 2 years until I actually qualified for personal trainer, a year for the fitness instructor. So after my first ever competition, I then got a full-time job as a fitness instructor at a Pure Gym in London. Here I was just on the gym floor and I was just teaching loads and loads of classes. I also, before that, was a freelance instructor, so I'd go to different gyms when they needed cover, and again, I'd just teach classes or be on the gym floor. Then when I passed my personal training, I then moved to a different Pure Gym nearer my home, and I was a personal trainer there for 4 years, up until I went to Australia last year. So I absolutely loved personal training. Like, you meet so many people and you make friends with so many people you don't even realise. I have made friends for life. There's one woman who was my client, and honestly, she's like a second mum to me. I love her so much and she does so much for me. Like, I don't actually know what I would do without her. It's because of her I could go to Australia, because she then took on all my Vixen stock and does the distribution for me and stuff, which is just incredible. Like, who would do that? Yeah, she's amazing. And you get this with personal training, is you do socialise with people you wouldn't normally, and you meet people, and it's just such an amazing and rewarding job because of that. I also love teaching the classes. LBT was one of my favourites, and stretch, I absolutely love teaching those, and I just really enjoyed it. But then me and Tyler did this big holiday to America where we did a road trip of California, and that just really ignited our flame for wanting to travel and go abroad. So then we moved to Australia, and in Australia I did get a job at a gym the first few months I was there in Brisbane, which was great. It was so fun, experience like a different atmosphere, and in Australia they seem to just do half-an-hour PTs mainly, so that was interesting doing it like that as well. And again, I was teaching loads of the classes there, and I was on reception as well, so I got a bit of experience with that, which was really fun. Now obviously I still do online coaching, so I'll coach people through that, which I love, and I sell my programs as well. But for now, the main thing for me is just focusing on Vixen Fitness, my clothing brand, and just trying to grow that as much as possible. That is just my #1 aim at the moment, and that is what I want to be doing. But back to my own personal fitness, my outlook has changed so much in the past 8 years that I've been training. Obviously, when you first start out, you can get so obsessed with it and you're so into it, and you see all these goals and set all these goals, and you're like, yes, I really want this, I want to do this. And you do become so fixated. Obviously not everyone, but I really, really did. My whole world was training. The gym was my world. I would wake up every day and I wouldn't be satisfied until I'd been to the gym. All I'd be thinking is, okay, the gym, the gym, the gym, I need to go to the gym. It really did control me. Same with eating as well. Obviously, when I got into the shows and my diet was so strict, and my whole life was then restricted so much, and it really, I missed out on a lot because of it, and it took so much from me, and my whole life was dedicated to this, the diet, the training, everything. You do just sacrifice a lot for it, but I really wanted it at the time. And you know, if I hadn't have done that, I wouldn't be where I am now, because I did put in so much work and so much hours that now I can be a bit more lenient and stuff, because I've done it, you know. Now I'm just sort of maintaining. But being dedicated for so long and restricting my life for so long, I did just get to the point where I was like, no, this isn't what fitness is about. I don't have to give 100% of my whole life to it to be fit and healthy. I used to be so worried about putting on weight and losing muscle and, you know, just being lean and shredded and having abs, and now I could not care less. Now all I care about is being healthy and feeling strong and fit and active. I don't care if I've got a bit of a tummy. It doesn't bother me. I just want to feel good inside and outside. That's all that's important. If I'm eating junk all the time and I feel unhealthy, that's when I feel bad. That's obviously not good, because you're not going to be getting the most out of your life, because you're going to feel groggy and horrible. But if I'm eating healthy and I know I'm getting the nutrients and the minerals and the vitamins that I need and the fibre and protein and everything, then, you know, I will still have biscuits. I will still eat chocolate and quavers. I love quavers. I will still eat all these things, as long as I know I'm not doing it all the time and I am being healthy most of the time. Fitness isn't about abs, and I feel like a lot has changed in the industry, whereas it was very centred around that before, and now people are more body positive, and it is just about health. That's what it's all about. It's about you feeling good about yourself, you feeling strong and fit and healthy on the inside, so that you can get the most out of your life. I can still have fun. I can still go out and do stuff with my friends. Obviously not at the moment, but when lockdown finishes, I'll go for bottomless brunches and go for dinners and just enjoy my life and not have to stress about everything. And that's how you should live. You only get one life. You shouldn't be stressing so much about having the perfect diet and reaching these goals. You have to find the right balance between them, because you do want to be fit and healthy, because that's all part of it. The fitter and healthier you are, the more you can enjoy your life. But you can't enjoy your life if your whole life is the gym. So you really do have to find the balance. Now I won't stress if I haven't trained in a few days or a week. Like, you can train, just go and train the next week and you'll feel better. You don't have to put so much pressure on yourself, and that's the main thing. Like, people stress themselves out too much, and you really don't need to, because the more you do that, the harder it is to just enjoy life and enjoy training, if you just build it up to be this massive thing in your head, which it doesn't need to be. Enjoy yourself, live your life, have the most fun you can have, but feel good about yourself while you do it. And that is my motto of life. So thank you guys for listening. I think that is pretty much everything I have to say. I think I've rambled quite a bit. Hopefully I've said everything I needed to or I wanted to. It's hard when you're just talking for ages. But yeah, if you guys have any questions for me about fitness or how I got into it or my outlook or anything at all, just please put them in the comment section below and I will reply. And yeah, I think that's it. I will see you on the next video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Bye!